Our story begins with Jacob fleeing from his brother Esau after stealing his blessing. Exhausted, Jacob stopped for the night and had a dream that changed everything. In the dream, he saw a waxed ladder stretching from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending. At the top stood God, who reaffirmed the covenant he made with Abraham and Isaac. Jacob's descendants would be as numerous as the dust of the earth. They would inherit the land. Through Jacob, all nations of the earth would be blessed. When Jacob woke up, he named the place Bethel, meaning house of God, and made a vow to follow God. Jacob arrived at his uncle Laban's house and fell in love with Laban's younger daughter, Rachel. He agreed to work 7 years to marry her. The time flew by because of his love for Rachel, but on the wedding night, Laban tricked him and gave him Leah, Rachel's older sister, instead. Jacob worked another 7 years to marry Rachel, creating a complicated family dynamic. Between Leah, Rachel, and their maidservants, Jacob had 12 sons and 1 daughter. These sons would eventually become the 12 tribes of Israel. After many years of hard work, Jacob grew wealthy and decided it was time to return to his homeland. But Jacob left secretly, fearing how Laban would react. Laban pursued Jacob, but God appeared to Laban in a dream, warning him not to harm Jacob. Eventually, they made a covenant of peace and Jacob continued his journey. As Jacob neared home, he feared his reunion with Esau. He sent gifts ahead to appease his brother and prayed for protection. That night, Jacob had a mysterious encounter. He wrestled with a man until dawn. This was no ordinary man. It was God himself in human form. After the struggle, God blessed Jacob and gave him a new name, Israel, meaning he struggles with God. This moment marked a turning point in Jacob's life. The next day, Jacob approached Esau with great humility, bowing before him. To Jacob's surprise, Esau ran to him, embraced him, and wept. The brothers reconciled after years of tension. Though they parted ways afterward, this moment of forgiveness was a powerful example of healing and grace. Jacob's family faced a dark and troubling event when his daughter Dinah was violated by Shechem, a local prince. Shechem wished to marry Dinah, and Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, agreed on one condition: all the men of Shechem had to be circumcised. While the men were recovering, Simeon and Levi launched a brutal attack, killing all the males in the city and rescuing Dinah. This act of vengeance created tension within Jacob's family and left a lasting impact. God instructed Jacob to return to Bethel, the place where he first encountered him. There, Jacob built an altar, and God reaffirmed his covenant with him, promising that kings and nations would come from his descendants. This chapter also marks significant family moments. Rachel died giving birth to Benjamin and was buried near Bethlehem. Jacob's father, Isaac, also passed away and was buried by Jacob and Esau. The final chapter in this section lists Esau's genealogy, showing how his descendants became the nation of Edom. This fulfills God's promise to make Esau the father of a great nation, even though the covenant continued through Jacob.